Okay, yeah. Now, no, you shouldn't have to block your number. You should just be able to tell that person. You said what?
If it's somebody you don't even talk to and they keep calling you, then block their number.
Why can't you just tell them, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend, leave me alone?
Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to explain myself to this person? If I don't want to fucking talk to you, I don't want to talk to you.
Right, that's fine and everything.
I'm just not going to answer my phone.
Right, that's cool and everything like that. Now, that's something that happens during the daytime. If I call you, you don't answer, okay, whatever, you don't want to talk, that's cool. But when you talk about disrespectful shit like that, like you getting called in the middle of the night and shit, like, that's something completely different. You can't, because if that makes that person uncomfortable, as much as you can want to be like, I'm just not going to answer the phone or something like that.
That you didn't answer your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm uncomfortable because I'm your nigga, and you got this nigga calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laying right fucking here, and you not doing nothing about it. Because then, what that, okay, you right. So what that says to me is one of two things. Number one, you not answering your phone in the middle of the night when this nigga's calling. Either you can't answer in the middle of the night and talk to this nigga in front of me because number one, y'all fucking,
because I don't want to disrespect you.
Okay, no, okay, you don't want to disrespect me, but guess what? Now you're not disrespecting me, but it looks like you're cheating though.
But if you don't trust me, then fuck you. I'm not with you.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So, if you are with somebody and you know this type of shit that makes them uncomfortable and you're unwilling to do that shit, then guess what? You shouldn't be in a relationship.
If I'm with somebody and they really are tripping on me because I don't answer my phone, they like, I feel like, well, you might cheat on me if you ain't gonna answer your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm gonna say, why the fuck am I with your stupid ass anyway? This is stupid.
Exactly. And that's why, Shanae, you don't need no boyfriend because you used to being single and doing what the fuck you want to do. That's fine.
That ain't even me doing what I want to do because maybe I do want to answer the phone and talk to my friend. Maybe I do. But I'm not going to do that because you don't like me. You don't like people calling my phone, so out of respect for you.
Right. So, okay, here's my thing. Here's my thing. If you want to talk to your friend, why can't you call him during the daytime? Or why can't he call you during the daytime? Why do it got to be the middle of the night?
What if my friend work? What if my friend work during the daytime? What if my
that don't got nothing. That don't got nothing to do with me.
What if I work? What if we got different schedules? You don't know what the fuck.
Guess what? That don't have nothing to do with me or your relationship. If we got right, and see, and here's the thing: it's when we talking about your real friends, even your niggas and everything like that. If they are honestly your true God friends, like you talk to them exactly the way you talk to me and Mick, they will respect number one, they gonna respect the fact that you got a nigga anyway because they will feel the same way if another nigga was calling their bitch phone.
That's what I said earlier. I said 9 times out of 10, my dude friends are not gonna call me that late unless something is like dire that they need.
Right, exactly. So you're not gonna run into that problem anyway. See, it shouldn't be no good.
But this is the thing. If I turn my phone off in the middle of the night because I'm pretty sure Kiera's gonna call, I'm pretty sure Andre's gonna call, I'm pretty sure Mick might call, I'm pretty sure Doretta might call, then I'm gonna just turn my fucking phone off. If it's that deep to you, then I'm not gonna answer my phone because maybe even though it's a girl, I don't want to answer my fucking phone because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe that's why.
My thing is,
I'm cheating on you because I don't answer my phone because Mick calls. You don't know when it's calling.
Right, exactly. That's why. No, it's not nothing like that. But number one, when your bitches know that you're in a relationship, most likely they're not gonna be calling you in the middle of the night because they know you laid up. So why the fuck are they calling you?
Not necessarily. You know that my friends know I got 2 kids, and so if I got a nigga laid up with me, bullshit.
Okay, now pause. I know you got 2 kids. I know that you don't have a boyfriend. Right now, I know that I could call you at 2 o'clock in the morning and everything would be cool.
Even if I had a boyfriend.
If you had a boyfriend, bitch, you laid up with your nigga. I'm not about to call you. Y'all could be fucking. What are you saying?
Even if I had a boyfriend, at this point in time, like I said, I have 2 fucking kids. He is not about to be laid up with me in my house like that because I have 2 kids.
It does. See, my thing is, I don't care if he's laid up with you like that or not, because the thing about it, I never know when he's gonna be around. So since I don't know y'all schedule, y'all might have conflicting schedules. So one night he might be over there on Monday, the next night he might be over there on Wednesday.
When my phone would be on silent or my phone would be off.
No. No. That looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think, now listen, if you think you could get away with that, I mean, here's my thing. If you with a nigga and he thinks that type of shit is okay, that's on y'all, like I said earlier. But normal relationships don't function like that. That's not the way it works. I wish, believe me, I wish it was that simple. If I could just like, you know what, even though I got a boyfriend, that nigga over there, he don't feel comfortable with me getting calls in the middle of the night. Well, you know what, I'm going to just turn my phone off. Well, guess what? It's not that fucking simple. Because if the situation was reversed and he was like, oh, well, since you don't like me getting phone calls in the middle of the night, I'm going to turn my phone off. You probably going to get fucking slapped. Because what the fuck you mean you going to turn your phone off? Do you know how crazy that look? No. I'm sorry. Not no nigga mine. Not at all.
Call me different. But I will be like, I mean, whatever.
And that's why, and it's like most relationships work like that.
Because until we laid up and he answers the phone when somebody calls, I would probably feel more like if something was going on if he answered the phone when somebody called, like, and it was a bitch. And, you know.
I wouldn't, because here's my thing. If my phone ring at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't care if Christopher is laying next to me or not. I'm going to answer that motherfucker. You know why? Because I don't have nothing to hide. So I can talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to in front of you. You know why? Because it's not a secret.
But my thing is, it ain't that having nothing to hide.
Well, that's what, see, that goes back to perception, though. Because you don't have nothing to hide, but it looks like you're perceived as hiding something because every time I come around, you turn your phone off. Why do you have to do that?
But if you perceive that I'm automatically cheating on you because I don't answer my phone, then...
Right. Then obviously we don't need to be together and you need to be single. That's the type of shit single people do. When you're in a relationship, you can't do that shit no more. Just like, prime example, just like your friends that are single, I don't know, like, all your friends that are single, but I'm just saying, if you got friends who are like, oh yeah, bitch, we going to the pub, we about to go kick it, or we about to go to this nigga house because he doing this, or oh, this nigga got his friends over, so we about to go do that. I'm not telling you who you should and should not hang out with, but the thing about it is when you are in a relationship, you can no longer do the type of shit that single people do. I tell him all the time, you can't go out with them niggas like that every fucking weekend. It doesn't matter if I care if you go or not, but the shit looks bad. You know why? Because you making me look stupid. And I say this because if that nigga's at the pub every fucking weekend, which typically, well, not as of lately, but if he's at the pub every weekend, everybody know that's where that nigga be. When it's time to hit the club, that's where that motherfucker go. So if every time, let's just say, you for instance, if every time you seen that nigga, you went to the club, you seen him, after a while you probably gonna think, damn, he sure is always at the club. When did he ever spend time with his girlfriend? Or why is it that every time I see this nigga, he always with his homeboys? When is he ever chilling and spending quality time with his girl? Now,
you know why I don't think that? Because I feel like this. If I was in a relationship, I would hope and pray that my nigga would let me have some time to my fucking self every once in a while.
Right. Now, there's a difference between every once in a while and all the time. Because the thing about it, every once in a while could be like once a month or twice a month. Or even every other month. It just depends on what y'all come to an agreement on. Now,
what if it was that person who Alicia is always at the club, that they just so happen to only go to the club. They just so happen to be there the night he was there, but they ain't there no other night, so they just automatically assume he always there. It don't matter. I personally don't care what nobody thinks. I personally feel as though whatever you think, it can be wherever you think, but until this man give me some reason to think that otherwise, or until I have some solid proof of something going on or whatever, then I'm not about to be like, oh, you can't go to the club.
Okay, now, I do agree with that, because you really can't start tripping unless you have evidence of the shit, you know what I'm saying? But, see, here's the thing. When you put yourself in fucked up situations like that, and fucked up shit happens, I don't necessarily know who to believe, because you keep putting yourself in fucked up ass situations. If you are with somebody, if you have a girlfriend, there's no way that, let's just say one of my friends come to the club and she see you all putting some girl number in your phone or whatever. Now, it don't really look like you doing too much. Matter of fact, that person, the girl whose number you getting, that could be your sister, your cousin, or something like that. But the thing about it, she don't know that shit. And it look bad as a motherfucker. You see this girl out leaning on your nigga, out in his ear, and that type of thing. Even though I know that nigga didn't do nothing, I know who the girl is and everything. When you out seeing like you looking like you doing some fucked up ass shit, and then some fucked up ass shit happens, how do you know who to believe? Because the last time somebody seen your ass, you was all caked up in the corner with some bitch.
And when that bitch come at you, like, I seen your nigga doing such and such, such and such, I would say, bitch, mind your business. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you're not my motherfucking friend, if you're not somebody that I rely on their opinion about some shit, now I'm not supposed to be about nothing. If it was you, or something like that coming in, like, Shana, I seen your dude, he was doing such and such, blah, 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 blah. I'm just putting you up on game just in case, you know, I don't know what's up, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? This is what
Now, I have the perfect example because this shit actually fucking happened. And when the shit happened, I had to sit down and listen to the breakdown of the way that this shit happened for me to actually understand what the fuck actually happened. Remember when me and Martell, do you remember me? Damn. Do you remember when, let me put this on pause real quick, hold on.
I remember that.
Okay, you remember that situation to the T. Alright, we was in there, we was just sitting in there, chilling, in a fucking open gym in the fucking morning time, bitch, 9 o'clock in the morning, and one of his homies walk in. I see that nigga. I'm way across the room, so I'm not about to be yelling ghetto, like, oh, hey, you know, what's up? No. So I didn't say nothing to him at all. But all he seen was me sitting there next to a nigga. Now, when I left, I seen them in the parking lot. I wasn't driving. Hold on, wait, pause. But he was driving. I wasn't. He was driving so fast I couldn't stop to say hi or you know, my brother, whatever. So he didn't know who it was. So when he went back and told the story, all he seen was me with another nigga driving my fucking car. Now, even though nothing was going on, I was with my brother, the shit looked bad as a motherfucker.
It can look bad, and you know what? When Chris came with you, like,
hold on, wait, I thought we were censoring this.
Oh, I thought you I thought you thought. When whomever, your man, whatever, came with you, like, blah, 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 some nigga that my friend told you, I ought to hit him with this. First of all, you dead ass wrong because I'm supposed to be a woman. If anything, you need to come to me asking before you start choosing, because that bitch who was running a business got the story all wrong. I was with my brother. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah. And if he would have been like, man, you a liar, something. Well, then, clearly you're a bitch too, because you don't believe me. You supposed to be my man. You don't trust what I'm saying to you. You think somebody's trying to be sneaky. I don't got no reason to be fucking sneaky. I'm 22 fucking years old. I'm grown. I got no reason to lie to you about nothing. We don't need to be together. Pow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pow. Damn. Bow. Dang. Hachi. Now, if relationships were that simple, guess what? Everybody would be in one. But they're not.
Simple. It should be that simple. But you loving him feel as though, first of all, I shouldn't have to stop and explain to no fucking body who the fuck I'm with.
What?
So you not even my nigga. So you had to stop and explain to Chris's friend who the fuck you was with. So what?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You don't have to explain nothing. All I'm saying is, when shit like that happens, it's more so about perception. To be completely honest, he knew it wasn't nothing going on. He was just being dumb as a motherfucker, which, okay, whatever, that's neither here nor there. But the thing about it is, it looks crazy to somebody else, because that's the thing. If your friends don't know what the fuck is going on, and like I said, like for instance, if
that's when you come to your mate and you ask them, you don't accuse, because then
right. But here's the hold on, pause.